everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I'm actually going to talk about more reasons why your listings aren't selling. There was one actual listing I came across on my Poshmark feed that really inspired this whole video. I almost couldn't believe my eyes, so definitely make sure you keep watching so you know exactly what I'm talking about and maybe what to avoid doing in your listings. And if you want to see another one of these videos, I will link a couple at the end because I have a whole series on these and they're all helpful because they all have like different tips in them and you could always learn something. There's always ways to improve your listings and this video is definitely a great start. Okay, so this first one, the lighting is really bad and the description is also not really great. It's very bland, but the lighting just looks kind of faded and it looks like, you know, it was almost like backlit in a way, and so the black kind of looks like almost brownish and just looks really washed out. So definitely take this in better lighting, make sure that the picture is more clear, and that would help sell this better because I know Juicy Couture velour sets sell really well, and so I think this with the right lighting, with the right description and the right title could really sell well. Okay, so this next one I've called out before for having like a matching background, so like a white on white or black on black, but this one is new to me. So this is like maroon on maroon, and I've never seen like a maroon background with the same color item. I don't know if that was like something that they did in editing, but I just think it kind of washes out the item, and I feel like it's easy to miss the item when you're scrolling through your feed. So I would recommend having a completely different color, almost like the opposite color as the background. So in this case, the item is a dark maroon color. I would recommend doing a white background. It will make the item pop so much more and it will stand out more in your feed. Okay, this next one, the bag is kind of hard to see with this hidden background that there is. There's just so much going on. Like the background is so noisy and I just feel like the bag doesn't really shine like it should. This is a simple case of not having a noisy background. You could easily take the photo against a plain wall or even on the carpet if you needed to, and you would have a lot less distracting of a background, and I think that would actually help the item sell more because you can actually see what the item is very clearly. Okay, so this is clearly an example of AI gone wrong. So, you know, we all know that smart AI exists and they think that it's good, but I've actually seen it in my own listings where it'll say like the complete wrong color, or it'll say the complete wrong like category or whatever. Or we all know that smart AI likes to put the word elegant in every sentence, or cozy chic, or things like that, like the same old repetitive words. Now in this case, I've seen this with my own listings too, where it'll tell you that it's a skirt, but really it's a long dress, and here that happens. So in the title it says that it's a dress, in the tags it says that it's a dress, in the pictures you could clearly see it's a dress, but the smart AI thought it was a skirt, so it calls it a skirt. You want to make sure that you change that. So this is a clear example of when someone just took the AI description and left it, and that's gonna actually hurt the sellability of the item because you're not really making sure it's accurate. Somebody might not know what they're buying. And you can also tell that this was the AI description because they say elevate your listing, and it's like, okay, we all know that that's exactly what AI used. So basically you want to make sure that you're checking the descriptions. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but the AI is not as smart as you think and it's going to make mistakes. Make sure you're checking like the colors, the size, the category, all of that, whatever it's talking about, because there could be wrong words that it's using. Okay, so there's many things wrong with this one. The first thing is that there's only one picture. So this to me screams big red flag. The second problem is that in the picture, there's a couple different things that they're showing. They're showing jeans, they're showing a top, they're showing a jacket. I don't know what they're actually selling just looking at the picture, and that's not a good sign. The third thing is that they only use stock photos, which again is definitely a no-go. You don't even want to be using stock photos to begin with, but especially not only stock photos, because again, that hurts the sellability of the item, and I don't know, I just don't know what I'm buying when I only see a stock photo. So I would definitely add more photos to this listing and definitely add actual photos of the item to help it sell better. Okay, so this next one kind of confused me a little bit because I actually thought the best photo that they took was the last photo in the listing. And the first one that they took like kind of felt like it didn't belong. I also felt like the lighting was a little dark. Like I feel like these are really nice over the knee boots and they're like a suede or something like that, velvet, and they actually look really nice, but I just don't think the lighting is doing them justice, and I again think that last photo is better than the first photo. So maybe move that last one, because in the first like 5 photos, it looks like there's only one boot that they're selling. But then when you get to the bottom, you can actually see that it's like a pair. But again, I think the last photo is just better quality than the first couple. So again, make sure you're putting good lighting and make sure that you're really emphasizing what is in the photo, and it's gonna help the item sell faster. This next one is really interesting to me because they're selling a single earring, and I'm not really sure, like, I don't know anything about the earring, but the photo, again, it's like another example of when there's only one photo, but then the one photo is extremely blurry. So like, I don't even know what this earring really looks like, and the description is not that helpful either. So I don't know why I would only need one earring, especially for a handcrafted piece, because you're probably not going to find this exact pair anywhere else. I guess you could use it as like a bag charm or a keychain charm or something, but again, you can't have one photo, first off, and you need to make sure that your photo is not blurry. That really goes a long way, and no one's gonna buy an item that they really don't even know what they're buying because it's that blurry. This next one is a simple mistake, but I still see a lot of people make it, is they didn't turn the photo to be the proper way. So all you gotta do is hit that rotate button. So when you're going to list something, you can click the little crop button and then it will give you the option to rotate the photo. You wanna make sure you do that because again, no one wants to turn their head sideways when they're looking at your listing. And it just doesn't look professional, it looks kind of lazy. So just turn the listing and that will go such a long way for this listing. This next one, I really almost couldn't believe it because the cover photo for the listing is like zoomed in. It's another one of those jumpsuits that's like, you know, takes up way more than the picture can take. And you could see the full jumpsuit in a later photo, but the first picture is like zoomed in and you only see part of it. So like, I didn't even know what I was looking at first. But you want to make sure that the cover photo has the entire piece in it and you can really clearly tell what the item is, because again, that's what's going to get someone to purchase it, and if they don't know what they're purchasing, they're not going to want to buy it. So I've talked about how lighting is really important before, but this next one is a great example of why it's so important. So this bag is supposed to be like an aqua sky blue color or like a really light pastel blue, but it almost looks kind of gray / like purple in the listing photo. It doesn't really look like the true color, and you could see that later on in the photos. You could see what the true color is. So this is a clear example of how lighting really makes a difference, and you can tell that this is backlit because the lighting is behind them, so that's why it looks dark. So take this the other way, so have the light behind you, and that's going to give you the true color of the image, and it's going to make the bag look better. This is a really pretty bag and the color is actually really nice, but this photo is not doing it justice. I don't know why all the listings today that I'm finding are blurry, but this next one, every single photo in the listing is blurry, and I think what they're trying to show is like a sequin dress, and it's really actually pretty, but like you never really see a true clear picture of what the dress looks like. It's all scrunched up on a hanger, so you don't even know like how it fits or how it wears, and every single picture is blurry. That like blows my mind, because then it just shows that like you were really quickly taking the photo, you didn't even put effort in, and then you looked at all those photos and said, yes, I'm posting that. And to me, that just shows that you're lazy. And I don't want to purchase from that, so I don't think a lot of people do. It's really not that hard to take the extra 2 seconds to make sure you take a great photo. This almost looks like it was taken on like a flip phone or something, where the photo quality is just so bad. I don't know, I get really mind blown when I see listings that just look like they didn't put a lot of effort into them. And the final one that I want to leave you on today, and this was the one that started this whole video, is this one. They took the photo on what looks like the street. And I don't know, it just blew my mind, because I'm like, I never thought to do that, but also I don't think that's very clean, because then you're kind of getting dirt on the item. I don't know if it's the street or like the driveway or something like that, but you definitely don't want to do that. You want to make sure that the background is clean and it's not going to damage the item in any way. And I mean, you could take the item outside, you could take the photo outside, but make sure you put something down on the background. You don't want to be taking your photo of the item on the street. It's just a little bit bizarre. And it looks like this is something that they do because all their listings are the same way. I don't know, I've never seen this before. Let me know if you've seen that down below, or let me know in the comments what the weirdest thing that you've seen someone list something like. I've seen a lot of weird ones before, and this one might actually take the cake. I'm not sure. So let me know the weirdest one that you've ever come across, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully you learned something from it. And again, if you want to see one of those other 2 videos that I do on these, you know, reasons why your listings aren't selling and what you can do to fix them, you could click either one of these 2 videos here. But until next time, I will see you then.